Great song coming in from I don't know the title of that song. Chabazinga Alimo.
Yeah.
Alimo, let me see. A beautiful song titled Chabazinga Alimo. Wow, what a period to have such a song playing right here on RX Radio. Because remember, this should be the month that the Chabazinga will be introducing to the world, to Ugandans, to the beautiful people from Busoga. The Queen is called Inebantu. Inebantu. So everyone is looking forward to that day, and organizations and high spirits, they are gearing up. And we are also looking forward to such events. Such cultural events are very, very bounding occasions that bring people together, and I know many people will be out there for the royal wedding. But besides the royal wedding, we need to also look into culture. This is good for the Basoga people coming through, but Uganda is a diverse cultural society with many cultures, with different tribes, and with different amazing people. And we really need to look at the times we're living in now and how culture is of to date. Is culture still relevant? Do people still mind about culture? Do people still look into culture as something very important in society and upbringing and the growth of society? And we're here to talk about that, and I have a very, very great gentleman with us here in the studio who is going to share some light and open our minds and ears to everything to do with culture. He seems to be a very cultural guy, and so we should ask him more about that. Hello, sir. Welcome to the studios of RX Radio. First, begin by introducing yourself. Tell us your name, sir.
Yeah, by nomenclature, I'm called Byilingiro Emmanuel, nurudius yata.
Wow.
Yeah.
Byilingiro
Emmanuel, nurudius yata.
Yata.
Yeah.
Wow, that is a very interesting name. And where does that name come from?
Well, the one of Byilingiro, it was my birth name. They gave it to me. And then the Christian name is Emmanuel. Then nurudius yata was my very name, pleasure name. Then Yata, I got it from one of my great uncles, a husband to my very auntie, Mr. Brian Emmanuel Yata. Shout out to him. He's a very great gentleman.
Wow, shout out to him. You have a great gentleman right here. You can see he's a very gentleman indeed. If you would have a glimpse of him, you would tell that he's a gentleman, donned in a suit and everything. He looks very smart. So I wanted to ask you something small and swift. Sorry, I believe you're from Victoria University, right?
Yes.
So tell me about Victoria University, and because people of late have been like, hey, is this a university or it's an entertainment university just?
Victoria University is an institution of learning, and you see, yesterday even the Vice Chancellor, Dr. Lawrence Moganga, was on NBS, and Sanyukandi said Victoria University is not a university that organizes concerts. But we need to promote people's talents, because you never know what makes someone to succeed in life.
All right.
Yeah, so Victoria University hits all corners to say that the students that they have, they succeed.
Okay.
So they are not only in entertainment, to see that the musicians, those dancers, and the rest, people who do entertainment succeed, but you also find them in sports, you find them in encouraging politics, and also studies. So in every corner that where they see there's an opportunity of a student to succeed. You see technology, it's a university of technology, most of its things.
Yeah, true. I get you there.
Yeah.
So literally, the university is there to promote education, to promote talents. It's not just about getting into class and sit there and listen to a lecture and leave the place. Okay,
yes.
All right. So in what capacity are we having Mr. Ayata here, or Yata?
I'm in the capacity of the presidential advisor of Victoria University National Students Association.
Wow, Victoria University National Students Association. You're the presidential advisor.
Yes.
You advise the president of the association on various issues, right?
Yes.
Wow, wonderful. I understand very much that you had briefed me that you're here on a very, very, very special notice, trying to promote and push an upcoming event that is yet to happen. And I'm 100% assured that this is a cultural event.
Yes.
Looking at the times that we're living in today, if we're looking forward, before we get into the details of the cultural event, do you think culture still has relevance in the society we are living in and the times that we are living in today?
Culture has relevance, of course, because culture is someone's belonging, and your belonging is you. Your belonging is what makes you. Your belonging is what is spoken about you. So our culture has relevance because my belonging is so relevant in my life. So we are seeing that someone should know his or her own culture, not only in dress code, not only in a way of speaking, but conduct, in a way of expressing it, and a way of living in it.
I get your point. But now,
Yes.
if you look at the generation that we're having today,
Yeah.
the generations that we're having today are exposed to various cultures, and they want to imitate and live like those other cultures. And that one, you can really see it in dress code, you can see it in conduct, you can see it in speech. And one would say that it's more like a Western culture or a pop culture that is getting into the generations that we're having today, that is affecting the real culture ground or foundations that we really have here in our Uganda. You may find one is a Ugandan, but the way he conducts himself, the way he behaves, the way he speaks, the way he dresses is totally attached to the norms of his or her culture.
Yes.
So how do you see that, and how best can we really bridge that gap of making people get to understand their culture, and also not be swept off by what we are having to date and the exposure of other cultures from the West and everywhere?
Yes, thank you. Now, you see, there's something I want, first of all, to educate on people in Uganda and also Africa generally. Let us not act like mountebanks. Let us, or something like masquerading. No, let us be we. Our culture in this era is something that we should follow. You see, we are seeing upheavals in culture now. We are seeing homosexuality, and you see, homosexuality in our culture is it's not something that is accepted. You see, for us in our culture, I'm talking about the different cultures. I'm just using it to be a general one, like in the whole, like the one for Uganda. We don't have such acts. You get? For us, our culture is a man and a woman. Those are the people that get married. You get? Not a man and a man, not a woman to a woman. So we are looking at now for the fact that even because some people now,
you see, that is coming as a result of the influence that the other cultures have, and the way we have embraced them. Yeah. So now, how best can we be able to wipe out this in the generation that we're having, and make them understand these are our values, and these are our cultures, and we're supposed to respect and live them?
Yes. Now, the first thing are the laws. The laws, yes, that are put, you get, in place to see that our culture exists. Secondly, sensitization and mobilization of the people. For example, now we have organized events. You get, now the first event is going to happen in Iganga, the cultural gala on 24th.
We're heading to, and
on
now
25th.
I believe that would have been your first take on how best we can wipe out all this ignorance of our own heritage. And I think what you have now on board, and what you're now promoting, would be a way forward. Could you tell us more about it, and what's around the whole concept of you guys putting together this event?
Yes. Now, maybe to give you a brief background first of how we came out to have VUNSA, Victoria University Students Association. It's an association of culture. Different cultures of students of different tribes.
And I understand the university has different nationalities and also tribes and cultures around.
So we look at their cultures. You get? The main aim is that we promote culture to see that people, they come back to their ground. Because
could it be ethical culture? One would put it that way, because if let me assume at Victoria University you have people coming from let me say from Europe, and maybe you have others from other different parts of Africa or Asia. All those people have a different approach to culture, or even practices that are around our societies. Now, how would you be able to blend in that diversity that is around there, like you say, that's what VUNSA stands for.
Mm.
How are you guys trying to promote? If this guy says, for me, I stand for this, and maybe you find here in our Ugandan culture we don't, how will you try to make that person understand that this is not right in the Ugandan context, but to them, maybe in their context, it's okay?
Yes. Now you see, sometimes they say when wogende bulyambwa now okola ki olyambwa. So if let me say those people from Europe, they come with their culture that's not in line with ours here, of course they have to obey our culture.
They have to obey our culture.
Of course. So by all means, I remember President Museveni, when he was addressing the press in State House Nakasero, he told them, he was referring to something of Facebook. President Museveni said the thing was so simple that I even told the press that if you don't like the owner of the house, what do? You have to move out from the house of the owner of the house. So in simple terms, you're supposed to kowtow to what we, the owners of the house, want. So you cannot bring those negative cultural practices to ours.
Sure.
Yes.
Wow, amazing. So now tell us more about the event and what you guys are planning ahead.
Yes, the event is going to happen in Iganga, the first one, and that's going to be the Eastern trip. You are going to have different gala competitions, and the winners will have a prize to take. We have organized tickets. VIP we have for 50k and ordinary 10k, and the teams which want to participate are registering by paying 30k, and the price is really good. What they are going to win. But what you actually need to know is that we are not stopping only in Iganga. From there, we are going to Mbarara. You get? And from Mbarara, we are going to other different parts. Just know we are touring Uganda generally.
It's a countrywide tour.
Yes.
Wow, amazing. And you want to go showcasing different cultural backgrounds of all these regions that make up Uganda.
Yes.
Wonderful. So in Iganga, where will that be exactly?
It's going to be at hotel I've forgotten the hotel, but
I can see here it was showing us Lugard Hotel.
Yes, actually Lugard Hotel,
and Hotel Lugard.
Yes, and I will be emphasizing so much on that Hotel Lugard. People on 24th, let us be there on 24th and 25th this very month. Let us be there, and we see our culture, how the Basoga do it.
Wow, amazing.
Yes.
We can see you're having a very good cause ongoing there, and we're looking forward to be a part of you guys' journey and promoting culture. And for sure, culture is a very, 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 very pivotal and important aspect of our society and our lives. It shapes us, it grooms us, and it makes us people that are more responsible, I would say. And this cause that you guys, VUNSA, has come up with will really be of great importance to the country, and we're looking forward to see how it unfolds for you guys. Yes. Very great to have you in the studios, and we hope to again have a more diverse conversation on this the next time we have you here, because when it's Kampala edition, you'll come back here.
Yes, of course, for the finals that will be here in Kampala.
All right.
Yes, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be on this station. RX is one of the best stations in the country, biggest, booming. And I know in the few years it will be something.
Go spread the message at Victoria University.
Thank you so much. See you again.
Welcome. That was RX Radio. Keep it.